This is your First Alert Weather Breakdown, a deep dive into how weather works with meteorologist Evan Thomason.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. I know you guys may hear a little bit of a different voice this morning on this Friday morning, actually. I'm meteorologist CJ Cartledge here in place for Evan Thomason, who has to take care of some things at home. He had to leave a little bit early from work today, but look at those blue skies out there today. It has been pretty much like this through the night tonight. We had experienced one of the coldest nights of the fall season so far last night, where I believe temperatures dropped down into the 20s around some areas in the Arklatex. Definitely pretty freezing out there. I hope you guys brought out those big coats and those jackets out there for this morning. It was definitely pretty chilly. But what I'm seeing from the forecast, it may be warming up a little bit as this high pressure moves off to the east. We're still dealing with it right now, which is why we're dealing with, which is why we see those mostly blue skies out there. Not even a cloud in sight on this KSLA tower camera, sponsored by Mattress Plus. But we're expecting to get a little bit warmer, and we're expecting some rain chances to rise as we head into this weekend. Once again, hello. I am meteorologist CJ Cartledge here. Well, I'm not going to put the banner up because it says AMS. I don't have an AMS tag just yet, but I'm not sure who just put that on there. But yes, happy Friday. I know you guys may see that I'm a little bit different appearing in terms of the hairstyle. I did change it up over the Thanksgiving break when I went back home. So yes, I think it looks a little bit more professional in my opinion. I think it looks pretty good as well, you know. But yeah, taking over the forecast for today, we're going to be starting off with pretty much what we can expect for this weekend. We're going to be talking about this weekend's forecast, the regional forecast, as well as the forecast for any sports games that will be going on for tonight in terms of football. I know high school football is in the semifinals for tonight. I know for most of the divisions, I saw Division 1 through 4 and non-select and select teams are in the semifinals for tonight. So everybody who's in the semifinals, good luck to you guys, and I hope you guys make it to the Caesar Superdome next weekend. That's definitely got to be exciting. It was one of a dreams for mine. Was one of a dream for mine of mine, excuse me, when I was little to finally be able to play in a big stadium like that, especially this Saint Superdome. For me, it was the Commander Stadium, or what was called FedEx Field is now called Northwest Stadium now. But it was definitely a dream of mine to be able to play on a turf field like that. So good luck to everyone playing for tonight or tomorrow for the quarterfinals. Let's get into this forecast, though. Once again, blue skies all around the region, and nothing much really expected to go on for today here. The evening seems pretty calm and quiet as well, but it will be pretty chilly out there as per usual for this time of year. But the weather headlines, we did have a very cold morning, pretty much of a cold blast. We had temperatures drop down into the 20s. Actually, let's take a quick look at what temperatures are right now across the Arklatex. Still trying to recover from those frigid temperatures that we saw from this morning. 37 in Shreveport, same for Minden. 38 near Bienville, 38 for Carthage, 38 also near Marshall and Longview, 39 down near Natchitoches. I'm just gonna move myself out of the screen here for a second. 35 looks to be the coolest near the Queen as of right now. 36 near Idabel currently. So getting into the headlines once again, we did have a cold blast for this morning, but we are slowly recovering from that as temperatures are expected to potentially hit the 50s for today, or even the lower 60s. And we're expecting a rainy weekend ahead, and that means not much severe weather threat as I've seen before in the past few forecasts here. So that is good. Definitely want to bring your umbrella out for this weekend, and we'll continue to give you the first alert to the latest updates that we have through this weekend, as well as long as the information keeps on coming in, as it will be. Here's IR satellite, or infrared satellite, as of right now. It's not doing too bad out there. As you can see, the clouds are coming in from the west, and the high pressure is moving off to the east. Once high pressure moves off to the east, that allows more instability, that allows more moisture to move in, And with the high pressure off to the east right now, that actually influences southerly flow. So we'll sooner or later receive southerly flow or winds coming out of the south, which means more moisture from the Gulf of Mexico, more humidity, and hence more rain chances for the Arctics. And as we zoom out across the United States, as you can see, if you see a little bit of a red, that means just some missing data in these radar scans here. So don't be worried. Don't be too worried about that. It may flash red for you. I apologize if for those that are watching that have epilepsy or things like that. Just a little bit of a warning for you guys. But there is low pressure off to the south and west of us that is expected to move slowly into the Arctics as we move into this weekend and bring us those rain chances. As you can see with future track, not much really expected to go on through the morning hours and actually through most of the day. We could see a little bit of some cloud cover as we move into this evening and potentially start to see some higher rain chances through the night tonight. And as we move through the night and into tomorrow morning, we can expect those rain showers to continue to flow in from the from the west here. I'm gonna try to slow it down just a little bit for you guys. Maybe around midnight is when we can expect some of the rain showers to start to move into the midsection of the Arctics. For those in East Texas, you can expect some isolated or scattered rain showers by around just after when the football games end here, and these will continue to trickle through the Arctics as we move through the night tonight. Waking up on Saturday morning, though, we could expect some isolated showers around the area. Definitely want to bring the umbrella out just in case you don't want any rain on your head. But as we move into the afternoon hours, we can expect those more rain showers in number start to flow into the Arctics here. As you can see, this will continue through the rest of the afternoon, presenting us with a pretty much of a rainy day. Mostly cloudy, nonetheless, if not any rain showers, but we could see some heavier rain showers between the I-20 and I-30 corridors here, and this will trickle or continue to trickle through as we move into the overnight hours on Sunday. Waking up on Sunday, still dealing with these rain showers. It could be heavy at times, but and maybe even a few rumbles of thunder out there as well. But nothing much really to expect after this. All of these rain showers move through by Sunday afternoon. We could be mostly dry and back to mostly comfortable conditions out there, or yes, mostly comfortable conditions before the next cold front moves through the Arctics here. But taking a look at future track temperatures, we're expecting pretty much a fluctuation of temperatures, or not much of a fluctuation, but a rise in these temperatures as we move through the weekend. That is mainly because of the instability presenting us with warmer air coming in from the south, and instability continue to move through. Heading into our afternoon today, we could expect highs to reach into the 40s, if not the lower 50s out there. And as we move into the afternoon hours on Friday into Saturday, lows will be in the, as you can see, a little bit warmer, relatively warmer than what we saw for earlier today, where temperatures dropped into the 30s, lower 30s, and 20s in some spots. And we can expect highs to be a little bit higher or a little bit warmer in some areas around the Arctics. As you can see, 50s for most of the region. Some of us will stay in those upper 40s. And as you can see, going into Sunday morning, we look to wake up to lows in the 40s out there. So it's definitely getting warmer and warmer as we continue to move away from the present time as we move closer to our Sunday and into next week here. Just to give you another reiteration of highs for today, I didn't really look at this too much before the show here. Highs will be in the 40s for DeQueen, Foreman, and Nashville, 50 for Texarkana, New Boston, 51 near Doddridge, Vivian, and Shreveport. And over in East Texas, looks to be a little bit warmer in some spots, a little bit cooler in others. 49 for Gilmer, 50 for Mount Pleasant, Dangerfield, 50 for Marshall, 52 near St. Augustine. Once again, I will move myself off of the screen so you guys can see everything. Hemphill at around 54 degrees, and 52 at around St. Augustine, 50 for Jonesboro and Winfield, 48 for Ruston, 51 near Shreveport, and 52 near Converse and Manning. Let's take a quick look at that travel forecast for this weekend. If you're going to be traveling west towards Texas or towards Oklahoma, you may encounter some rain showers if you're leaving on Saturday. If you're going to be traveling through the afternoon on Saturday, you might want to be ready for some rain. That could become heavy at times, but through the night tonight, we could also see some rain showers heading westward. But if you're heading east, you might be able to run away from it. Depends on how fast you drive. But if you're staying here, just be ready for some rain throughout this weekend, starting on actually the our Friday evening, the late evening hours. That could trickle over into some of Saturday morning. Maybe a little bit of a break in the daytime hours for some dryness or drier air before more rain showers start to flow in as we move into Saturday afternoon here. Sorry if that was a little bit confusing, but we're expecting some higher rain chances for East Texas zones and some of our midsections of the Arklatex Friday night into Saturday morning. Little bit of a break through the early daytime hours, maybe between around 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. But in the afternoon, it's going to be pretty much not going to say a washout, but it's going to be raining for sure. So definitely be prepared for that. As we move into Sunday, these rain showers look to continue all the way into Sunday morning. We may get a little bit of some drier air or drier conditions by the time we reach the late afternoon hours into our evening on our Sunday coming up. Looking at the precipitation outlook for our next 6 to 10 days here in Shreveport and Bossier, and for most of actually all of the Arklatex looks to be near the normal, so we can expect to receive our fair share of rainfall through at least this week and some of next week as well. So that's not too bad considering the drought conditions aren't too bad right now. Off to our east, it's going to be a little bit dry for the next 6 to 10 days. Over to our west, looks to be a little bit wet for the next 6 to 10 days. But temperature outlook seems to be pretty common across most of the country, where we can expect warmer than average conditions throughout the Arklatex, to the north of us, to the south of us, to the east of us, and to the west of us here across the United States here. So most of us actually will be warmer than average for this time of year, and the averages maybe at around the I believe the 50s for highs and the 40s or 30s for lows. So we could expect to be maybe a little bit warmer than that. Here's that 7-day forecast. 51 for a high on our Friday, 52 for Saturday, jumping up to the 60s for Sunday, and possibly hitting the 70s by the time we hit our Monday, with another dry cold front moving through, lowering us back to around the average for this time of year, which is those lower 60s and upper 50s out there, maybe even the mid 50s for our Wednesday. And as we move into Thursday, we seem to be going under another high pressure system as we move into the start of the new work week. But we have to get through this weekend full of rain showers here in the Arklatex for this weekend coming up. Let me know what you think about the forecast so far. You guys like the rain? Do you guys not like the rain? Do you guys need the rain for your yards? I know it's been pretty cold out there, so hopefully you guys have been bringing those plants inside and not keeping them much outside, because it has been cold through the nights for the past few nights here around the region. I'm pretty glad that we can experience a little bit of some rain showers here in the Arklatex. Considering our drought conditions aren't too bad right now, always want to see those drought conditions go away. Here's a quick look at those drought conditions actually. Not too bad. As you can see, most of us dealing with slight drought as of right now. Some of us dealing with the moderate drought and severe drought over to our west and near Magnolia and some of our southwestern Arkansas counties. But it doesn't seem to be too bad right now. Can't complain at all. So definitely get ready for the rain this weekend. I'll be back once again after this quick break to talk about the travel forecast, as well as the forecast for the football games that will be happening tonight and those competing. Once again, good luck to you guys. I will be back right after this quick break. All right, welcome back, everyone. I just realized that the stream was not up on the KSLA website. I apologize for that so much. And if you guys need me to reiterate the forecast once again, please let me know down in the comments or just email me, yell at me. It's okay. I make mistakes sometimes, and I don't do this podcast often, so I apologize for that. But the YouTube stream is up, so you can leave your thoughts down in the comments as well. But moving on to the Friday night football forecast. We do not have Friday's game of the week right now, but later on today you can find out on KSLA News 12 at 6 p.m. where Chris Demergent and some of our reporters will be talking about the Friday forecast or the Friday football games for this evening. Here's a Friday football forecast, though. We're expecting temperatures to be down into the 40s for the kickoff, down into the lower 40s for our halftime. And by the time we'll be leaving the game, you will be experiencing the 30s out there. So definitely be prepared for that. We actually have a checklist for you guys on what to bring for the Friday forecast here. The Friday football checklist, as you can see, lows tonight will be in the 30s and lower 40s out there. So make sure to bring the jacket out. The blanket may be needed for sure. A coffee, if you do so desire, if you get tired out there, I understand. So you bring the coffee if you do so desire. Always bring that team spirit and the water for sure. You definitely need to stay hydrated out there, definitely. But you won't be needing the umbrella. That is something you will not need for. But if you're in East Texas, you may want the umbrella by the time you're leaving, depending on if the game will run late. You may experience maybe a few isolated showers out there. But for most of our regions, if you're east of Shreveport and Bossier, you won't be needing the umbrella for tonight, but you will be needing it for this weekend for sure. If you're traveling out to Arlington for the Bengals versus Cowboys game on Monday night, the forecast used to be pretty good for that. If you tuned into the 7-day forecast just a few minutes ago, um, we showed that there was not going to be much going on. Temperatures will be in the 50s through the evening, through most of the evening, and not much really going on through the game as well. Traveling to the game, actually. During the game time, of course, you'll be in the building, but nothing much really to worry about going to and from the game. For sure. If you're traveling on Sunday, you may encounter a little bit of some rain showers heading towards Arlington, heading westward, but pretty much you'll be fine in terms of the weather. You won't be feeling as comfortable as you would like here. Maybe a little bit chilly and maybe a little bit breezy as well. But yeah, going to the Saints game out in New Jersey, East Rutherford, New Jersey. Things look to be mostly sunny for that. Maybe a little bit of some clouds rolling through. Temperatures will be in the 40s. It is the Northeast, so it will definitely be cold out there. Feeling colder than the temperatures that you see here on the screen with the winds varying between 5 to 10 miles an hour. So definitely be prepared for that. Get your big coat out because you're going to be sitting out there for a couple hours. Yeah, and dealing with the coldness of the Northeast. And so going over to the regional forecast, I know we talked about the IRS satellite already, so I'm going to go straight into Future Track. This is long range Future Track here. Just talking about what to expect for this weekend. As high pressure moves off to the east, that will allow for more instability and warmer air to flow in from the west and the south and west, actually. And there it goes right there. This is when our low pressure system will start to approach the region, and that is our warm front heading into Sunday morning. We can expect a little bit of some rain showers here to continue to flow through, and the warm fronts are moved through afterwards. This is why we'll be a little bit warmer heading into our Monday, which is why temperatures jump from the 50s for our Saturday, 60s by Sunday, and we're expecting the lower 70s potentially by the time we hit our Monday coming up before another cold front moves through and knocks us back down toward the average for this time of year, maybe potentially below the average. Current conditions right now across the area outside of the Arklatex, Dallas at around 43 degrees, 42 near New Orleans, Little Rock, Arkansas, 30 degrees right now, 37 for Monroe, Jackson at around 36 degrees, and Houston seems to be at around 45 degrees currently. All mostly sunny conditions, mainly due to this high pressure system. High temperatures for today will reach the 50s for Dallas, New Orleans, and Houston, potentially down into the 40s for Monroe, Jackson, and Little Rock, Arkansas. So definitely a pretty chilly day for today. Not just only in the Arklatex, but for around the area as well. Houston will be the warmest to receive, or the warmest for today around the immediate area. That is mainly because they're right next to the Gulf of Mexico, receiving this southerly flow. So they will be a little bit warmer than everywhere else around the Arklatex for today. High temperatures for, I believe this is tomorrow. Starting off our weekend, Dallas will be a little bit rainy. So highs will be in the 50s, a little bit lower than what we will see for today. 60 near New Orleans, 57 near Little Rock, Monroe at around 57 degrees, Jackson at around 59. New Orleans to Jackson, New Orleans, Little Rock, Monroe, Jackson will be all above the average for this time of year, near the average for Dallas and Houston, because they will be experiencing those rain showers for today, or for tomorrow. Excuse me, we're not expecting much for today. Mostly sunny conditions out there. And the regional highs for our Sunday, most of the area will be rainy and not as much stormy, but you could still expect to receive. You could still possibly hear a couple rumbles of thunder. I would not be too surprised about that. But yeah, that is basically the regional forecast. I'll be back after a couple more minutes to wrap up the show, talk about what to expect for maybe the long range forecast, even longer out than the next 7 days here. Maybe I'll show the 12-day. Make sure to stay tuned for that, and I'll be back after this quick break. All right, we're back again. I'm meteorologist CJ Cartledge here. The banner's now fixed, and I will put that on the screen there. There you go. Um, but yeah, back to the regional forecast here. I'm just gonna reiterate everything that I said before in the first half of the show that I had not turned the stream on for, actually. So a little bit embarrassing, but it's okay. We're gonna rerun through everything once more before we end off the show here. So here we go. Weather headlines for today. We did have a cold blast for this morning, but that's out of our hair now. We may be still dealing with a little bit out there. It's still pretty cold, but we'll be warming up pretty soon here by the time we hit the afternoon. Still will be pretty chilly with highs in the 50s and 40s around the area. It's going to be a rainy weekend, though, where temperatures are expected to rise slightly up into those 50s, more into the 50s around the area by the time we hit our Saturday. even higher for Sunday, and even higher than that, believe it or not, as we head into our Monday to start the new work week. Highs for today around the region: 49 for Broken Bow, 49 for Foreman and DeQueen, also 49 for Nashville, Hope, and Prescott around 49 as well, 51 for Texarkana, Doddridge, and Shreveport and Bossier at around 51 degrees. Over in East Texas, we can expect to be in those lower to mid 50s for some regions, maybe even the 40s for Gilmer, 50 for Mount Pleasant Dangerfield, 50 for Marshall, 52 near St. Augustine. I will move myself out of the way once again here. 53 for Hemphill. And over in northwest Louisiana, 50 for Bienville. Jonesboro, Winfield around 50 as well. 48 for Homer and Ruston, and 52 near Manny. And taking a look at that travel forecast once again here, we are expecting some rain to move through. We're not expecting much for today, is what I was going to say. But Saturday and Sunday seems to be pretty rainy. Time frame seems to be Friday night into our Saturday morning with a little break in between from around 9 a.m. to 12. And then by the time we hit the afternoon on Saturday through the day on Sunday, for the most part, we can expect those rain showers to continue to flow through, bringing us some still beneficial rainfall, because most of us are still suffering under drought conditions from the summertime here that's gotten pretty bad. But thankfully, it wasn't as bad as it was last year. Here's a quick look at that 7-day forecast once again here. 50s for our Saturday and Sunday. It's only going to be in the lower 50s once again as we head into our Saturday. But temperatures will slowly incline as another warm front will move through, raising highs into the 60s for Sunday, into the 70s by the time we hit our Monday, before another cold front moves through and knocks our temperatures down into the 60s and potentially into the mid and upper 50s as we head into our Wednesday and Thursday. But look at those lows. Lows will increase into the 40s by Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday night into Monday, we could feel a little bit more comfortable here in the Arklatex. But after the cold front moves through, we'll be back to those frigid mornings and chilly afternoons, as I should say here. So that is pretty much what the forecast will be. I apologize for not starting the stream sooner, but we're back on track, and I have to just keep getting used to it as I keep filling in for Evan whenever he needs to. But if you have any questions or topics or concerns that you have here with the First Alert weather breakdown, please let us know. As you can see here, you can email us at weatherbreakdown@ksla.com, or message us on Facebook at the KSLA First Alert Weather Team, or one of our Facebook accounts at mine is c.j.cartledge. You have Austin Evans. I believe it's just Austin Evans. Meteorologist Evan Thomason is Evans, and meteorologist Matt Jones is our chief here. That's his Facebook that you can message him on for any ideas that you may want us to do here on the KSLA First Alert Weather Breakdown, or any questions that you would like for us to answer. Continue to join us on weekdays at 10:30 a.m. Well, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. It was a pleasure talking to you this morning. Once again, sorry about the mix-up with the streaming for the first half of the show, but we got back on track. We're expecting not too much really to go on for our Friday, but as we move into our weekend, we can expect some rain showers. So definitely bring the umbrella out, the rain jacket, the poncho, anything you need to stay dry away from this rain that is coming our way. It's not supposed to be severe as of right now, but we will continue to keep you first aware and first alert through the weekend. I will be back on the weekends for the next few days, so make sure to tune in for that. And make sure to see the new haircut here for this weekend as well. I'll be debuting it on air coming tomorrow. So make sure you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you this weekend.